and welcome to the Property Show. The Property Pick of the Week highlights an all-exclusive encounter on our signature bus tour journey.
The bus tour has really surpassed my expectation because I've seen more than I could expect.
Let those people who have no idea of home ownership to just come and see for themselves. And it will spark you that you can actually afford to own a home.
Plus upcoming open day events. The accessory spot is all about turning a concept into a reality in the world of modern furniture.
A ladder shelf, it's called a ladder shelf. Basically it looks like a ladder. You can use it for your washing powders, kitchen, bathroom, mostly even in the bathroom. You can place your perfumes, etc.
The Property News celebrating women in the built environment.
We're really keen on ensuring that we not only teach, but we mentor the young ones in school, both boys and girls.
Becoming a homeowner is everyone's dream. Find out more on our favorite home ownership segment.
I'm about valuing people, adding value to them as I connect them to somebody else, maybe like Nancy, or connecting them to their potential, to what they can be.
The Property Gallery shares other investment options plus super bargain deals under private treaty terms. Our social media platforms are open. Let's talk. As always, there is something for everyone. We all know we must make informed decisions when investing in the real estate space. Our monthly signature bus tour is where we get all our questions answered. Today, we highlight our just concluded signature bus tour. This time round, we visited projects along Thika and Kiambu Road. Let's take a look on how the tour unfolded. We kick off with Richland Pointe, located in the quiet Kamete neighborhood. This development comes with all modern amenities, plus a perfect blend of city life convenience with a country feel. Let's take a look.
Set in the tranquil neighborhood of Kahawa West along Kamete Road, Richland Point are modern 248 units of 2- and 3-bedroomed apartments spread across 10 blocks. These apartments offer a blend of city life with the convenience of a country feel. Accommodation features open-plan living area cum dining, fitted kitchen with cabinets, master ensuite bedroom, built-in wardrobes in each bedroom, visitors' cloakroom, ceramic tiled floors, laundry area and a utility area. The common amenities include 24/7 manned gate, masonry perimeter wall with electric fence, lifts in each block, handicap access point, landscaped area with children play area, solar water provision, borehole for extra water supply, and backup generator. This development is in close proximity to schools, hospitals and shopping malls.
Our second stop, Samara Estate. This project is tucked away in the beautiful Miga Estate. Let's hear more from the developer's perspective.
Welcome to Miga. Thank you for coming. This is Samara Estate, affordable housing project under the government affordable housing program. It's also a project that is private partnerships, and it's also in Bomayangu. The developer is called Komarock Limited. And the ones who are doing this development, it's on a golf course estate, and it's on 18.9 acres, and it will have a total of 1854 units in total. And it consists of only 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms. So the 2 bedrooms are 59 square meters and the 3 bedrooms are 76 square meters. The 2 bedroom is going for 2.95 and the 3 bedrooms are going for 3.95. That is the introductory price for Samara Estate. For the payment plan, you pay 40% as a deposit, and then you pay the balance in 24 months, which is also the construction period. So we're expecting to complete the construction by November 2022. That will be the occupation date. So we started calculating the development period from last year, November.
Samara Estate is nestled in the beautiful green luscious Kiambu County. This project is being developed on 18.98 acres of land set to house a total of 1,824 units of 2 and 3 bedroomed apartments. The apartments will be well spaced to allow in natural light to penetrate to each and every unit. The buyers will enjoy aspects of nature, golfing and a luxurious living, as this estate is within a golf course. Accommodation features will include spacious lounge area, dining area, kitchen area, master ensuite bedroom and a common cloakroom. Other common amenities will include well-designed perimeter wall, beautiful landscaped gardens, ground security guard, 24/7 CCTV surveillance, commercial center with essential shops and restaurant spaces, internal cobble-paved driveways, street lighting, water and electricity on ground, and children play area. This development is in close proximity to international schools, shopping centers, and recreational areas.
Next, Clay City Apartments, located along Thika Superhighway, edging closer to Nairobi and a few minutes away from the main road. This project offers comfort. If you're looking to live here, this project has 2 options. You can either rent or buy. Just give us a call and we are happy to arrange private viewing.
Defined by serene living and modern haven, Clay City Apartments are located off Thika Road in Kasarani. These modern apartments comprise of 80 3-bedroom units with a plinth area of 110 square meters spread across 2 blocks. Accommodation features include spacious lounge with dining area, balcony area, kitchen area fitted with granite countertops, master ensuite, common cloakroom, hot water heating system, ceramic tiled floor. Salient features include 24/7 manned gate, boundary wall with electric fence, CCTV surveillance, ample parking area, 2 high-speed lifts per block, children play area, borehole, backup generator for common areas, usable rooftop.
Our final stop along Kiambu Road takes us to Green Zone Apartments Phase 2, which is under the affordable housing basket. What sparked my interest in this project is the entry price and the payment plan from Kenya shillings 2.65 million with a deposit of 15%. You can book your unit today.
Green Zone Phase 2 are modern residential apartments located in the serene environment of Vidigwa, adjacent to Quickmart supermarket, comprising of 1, 2 and 3 bedroom units with plinth area of 38, 65 and 90 square meters respectively. This development serves the growing need of residential focused on affordable housing. Accommodation features include spacious living area opening to a balcony, fitted kitchen with microwave and oven, visitor's cloakroom, plug-in TV linkage and internet, master ensuite bedroom. The common amenities will include 24/7 guarded security, boundary wall with electric fence, borehole for extra water supply, high-speed lift in each block, ample parking for tenants and guests, solar water heating system for each unit, swimming pool, entertainment hall, backup generator for common areas, and controlled entry systems. Phase 1 of Green Zone Apartments is complete and ready for occupation, while Phase 2 expected completion is June 2022.
Another interesting project we visited during our just concluded bus tour takes us to Komarock Heights. This project is ready for occupation, and if you're looking for a place you can move in tomorrow, this is the place for you.
Located off Kagundo Road, Komarock Heights is a modern development offering comfort and lifestyle for its residents. This development comprises of 480 residential apartments of 2 and 3 bedroomed apartments spread across 20 blocks. The construction is complete and ready for occupation. Accommodation features include spacious living area with a balcony, separate dining area with a door leading to the kitchen, master ensuite bedroom, common cloakroom, doby area with enclosed gas cylinder chambers. Common amenities include gated compound with controlled single entry and exit to enhance security, boundary wall, ample parking space for tenants and guests, street lighting, green landscaped area with children play areas, borehole for backup water supply, high-speed lifts per block, and solar water heating provision. This development is in close proximity to banks, restaurants, supermarkets, and hospitals.
How does it feel to spend a day in the bus looking for a property and understand the real estate dynamics? Next, Let's get first-hand experience from the participants.
I came to the bus tour so that I can have a view. I need to start reimagining and thinking how I can own a home. And even coming to this bus tour, I think you can never be what you don't see. Unless you see, then you can become it. So I think coming to the bus tour was a key thing for me. I would also like to buy a house to invest so that I can make money. Today, I was expecting to see either mansionettes. I was looking at mansionette. I was also looking at apartments, which I did. And of course, I was able to see the affordable homes that the government has been talking about. So that was very fascinating. So coming for this bus tour has given me a wider scope. I would like to recommend for people out there that those who are thinking of owning a home or those who have never thought of owning a home, it's just somewhere in the blank here. Just come for a bus tour. Because I'm telling you, if you come for a bus tour, it just takes you to another world and you'll start having an idea, how can I own a home? Of course, you'll start now getting activities like you can start depositing 1,000 shillings a day. You can start having ideas of how can you own a home. So the bus tour is just amazing. And I'm thinking I would recommend to Property Show or to Housing Finance, they need to do this more, probably advertise, let those people who have no idea of home ownership to just come and see for themselves. And that way it will spark you that you can actually afford to own a home.
The reason why I've come is that I wanted to explore on the availability of the products which are in the market. I'm not a first-time owner of property. I have many property. It's only that now I want to extend my interest to Nairobi. I wanted to see apartments because I think the current market trends, the apartments is the way to go. In fact, the bus tour has really surpassed my expectation because I've seen more than I could expect. And in fact, to say at the least, there were much more. It's only that the time was limited. I know the power of knowledge. In fact, the Bible says, my people get lost because of lack of knowledge. Now that the Property Show is taking a lot of investment to introduce much to us, I would welcome every other person to come and explore and experience what is on the market.
I would tell the Property Show to engage more youths because most of the youths don't have the information that we personally have had today. So with them engaging more youths, at least youths will start investing at an early age compared to them thinking that they'll engage in investment at a later age. I would advise people to come to the bus tour because of the benefits that I myself have witnessed.
Did any of these properties spark your interest? These properties and many more are available at our First Avenue offices. We can also arrange private viewing. Guess what? Our next bus tour is around the corner. Book your seat today.
We all want a comfortable, special place to call home. If you're looking for an affordable home away from the city, Lifestyle Heights is the place for you. Join us for the open day on 27th and 28th March at Tattoo City. Call the number on your screen for more details. Lazy Living has an open weekend event happening on 20th and 21st March featuring the full residential offering. we are showcasing both Tilisi Views and other developers such as Maisha Developments. Make your way to Tilisi for this exceptional event and check out this fantastic development that truly has so much to offer.
It's a fact, women are making a mark in the built environment. Next, let's get an architect's view on how she's shaping the sector.
I practice with the EcoSpace architect as a partner. We are two of us in the office and we run a practice here in Nairobi. I'm also a tutorial fellow at the University of Nairobi where I teach, and specifically the third year class who are a great passion for me. When I graduated, that was back in 2011, I got an opportunity to work with a firm called Kujenga Firm, who the partner at that time had just come from a large office called Norman Foster back in the UK, so it was very exciting to work with him. But very soon I realized that I wasn't going to go far because some of the work that he was doing was not going to be recognized out here, but it was a very exciting firm. So in 3 months I moved to Wawere & Associates, which is the first indigenously owned architectural firm in Kenya. At that time, they had just won a competition for the UN Towers, the University of Nairobi Towers. And at that time, then I joined the design team. We designed the project, took it to procurement, worked through its construction, which took me about 6 years to do that. After 6 years, I felt like it was time to move. Then at that point, then I moved and joined my partner for the business we had already started. This is EcoSpace Architects. And I worked, that was in 2017. So worked for about a year, and things were a bit tough. You know, 2017 was an election year and a lot of things were uncertain. Some of the projects that we did got shelved. So at that point I quickly realigned myself and I realized that I like architectural projects that have got social impact, not only social impact but also environmental sustainability in them. I then decided to look for a job, and luckily I started working for an NGO called the African Wildlife Foundation in their Classroom Africa program. And in that program I was in charge of construction and maintenance of about 6 schools across Africa. We're talking Ethiopia, Uganda, Tanzania, Congo, and Zambia. And during that time we were able to complete some projects that were not complete and to also create new ones and also maintain the schools as they went. And I worked there for about 2 years. So at the beginning of 2020, it was time for me to now come back to my farm, and that was in 2020, and I just came back and started now practicing full-time. And like I said, as a woman, a lot of the projects that we get have got to do with how loyal we are, how we nurture, which is an instinct that is just second to nature for us. So a lot of the projects that we get are of that nature. Of course, it's possible that when you're on site, people may not recognize that you're actually the person who's in charge, which is normal. But after a while, once they realize that you're in charge and you know what you're doing, they begin to give you the respect that is due. And we really, really also appreciate the men who are out there who support us, because without them, really, all these things that we are doing would probably not be able to go as far as we've gone. Winning an award, it was very exciting. In 2017, we submitted our educational project. We had done a project in the Mara. Interestingly, a voluntary project, didn't get paid a cent for it, but very exciting. We were doing a girls' leadership school in Talek town. And what we did in that project was to, ensure many things. One, we're looking at sustainability, making sure that there's rainwater harvesting. The project has reliable solar installation, as much light, as much ventilation as possible, because it's a very remote area. And just putting in those things and using the local labor and local materials, we're able to ensure that our school is produced from the local, by the locals, for the locals. And I think that was a big thing. We're able to take even the culture of the Maasai and introduce a little bit of it in the school, even in terms of the design, in terms of the form. And therefore, the girls who study there are able to even simulate the school with what they see at home. So I think that was a milestone, and we're able to be recognized for it. With regards to the award from WIRE, this is Leadership in Academia, and as I've told you, we're really keen on ensuring that we not only teach, but we mentor the young ones in school, both boys and girls. They're all important because they all contribute to the architectural fraternity. At the end of it, they'll come to the market. We need them to be ready, and therefore not only mentorship, but making sure that we train them in the best way possible, and we also mentor them. As you can see, even in our office, we have interns, and we try to encourage as many of them to come and do internships so that they're mentored by those who are already in the field. And those are some of the things that we've been able to achieve.
It's time for a short break. When we return, the accessory spot, turning a concept into a reality in the world of modern furniture.
So this is a veggie fruit rack. It's used in the pantry. You can store vegetables, fruits, spices, etc. So the holes are for ventilation purposes.
Becoming a homeowner is everyone's dream. Catch an interesting story later on our favorite home ownership segment.
And I know Kenyans, we sometimes want to shortcut a lot. You also need to know, are you working with a professional? Because people find these documents. They masquerade.
The property gallery with other investment options plus super bargain deals available under private treaty terms. Stay put, we'll be right back after the break. Welcome back. You're watching The Property Show. Next, the accessory spot, turning a concept into reality in the world of modern furniture. Let's have a look.
I'm the founder of House of Pallets, Kenya. Our location is at Kahawa Wendani on Thika Road, exit 10. Basically, we specialize in garden furniture, office furniture, and restaurant furniture. Basically, all types of furniture. A friend of mine used to have a pallet bed. So when I used to go back from home from Kitengela, because my parents' residence is in Kitengela, I used to pass by industrial area, and then I used to see pallets. So after seeing a catalog on a newspaper about pallets, I just decided to purchase pallets from industrial area. So after placing pallets, stacking up pallets in my house, friends of mine usually used to come to my place. I was a very social guy who used to host events. Kwa nyumba tu, house party, manini, sherehe, etc. Hizo tu. So babeshe zangu alikuwa nakama na nisho keja ni kali, hiyo kitanda kwanza ni kali. So a friend of mine, she had an online studio. She used to sell earrings, jewelry. Told me to try just selling online. So I took up the challenge and then started online, just posting concepts, etc. And then I found a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine who has been with me all this time. Tulianza na yeye. We made our first item, ikakuwa rejected, part of business. Tuka learn from that. And then after that, we just started making samples, etc. I started following pages, going to the comments where clients used to ask how much. I used to go like all their pictures, and then after that, I get an order. So it started that small, and then with time, I discovered Facebook business, the way you boost ads, etc. So I started boosting ads, getting clients, and that's how the business started to pick up. Referrals, mostly are usually referrals, the part of the business. I'm an interior designer, that's what I studied. So I usually conceptualize with a couple of my friends, and also majorly from clients' concept as we make our furniture to suit the style, need and preference of the client. For a complete product, generally it takes time. For us, we don't rush our items. We take the least, shortest time possible, but we also need to achieve the quality standards that we have set for the company. So usually around, say 1 week and a half to 3 weeks to a month, depending on the complexity of the item. Basically, our product is very functional. It suits your style, the need that you have for it, and then the quality, the standard, generally the finish and the joinery. That's where most people fail. So for us, we take our time. We use special glues, special clamps, power tools, etc. For us, we don't have a van yet or a pickup, so our delivery is at a fee, depending on the location. Sometimes we just charge for fuel if it's a near place, or we can organize for you delivery. This is our workshop, so this is just a roundup of everything that is here. So we make items on order. So this is a veggie fruit rack. It's used in the pantry. You can store vegetables, fruits, spices, etc. So the holes are for ventilation purposes. Yeah, so the storage spaces for spices. It's a spice rack. You can place your spices, coffee, tea. And then behind here, this is a mirror frame. Basically, there's no mirror there, but it's still loading. These are patterns. They're made of different wood textures. There is cypress, cedar, mahogany, pine. They can be used as backdrops. They can be also used as a clock. Can be used as a tabletop, dining top. Yeah. So this is outside of the workshop. These are some of the items that are still ongoing. We have pattern top. This is used as a bench, as a tabletop, made out of different types of wood, namely mahogany, cypress, pine, cedar, and a blockboard in the back. And then for this unique piece, it's one of a kind. It's one of one, just like a Ferrari, Lamborghini, one of one. It's the first one you've made. This is made of solid hardwood, mango wood. We outsource it from Malindi. It's a mirror frame, dressing mirror. You can use it to, kama unajipenda sana, unaweza jiangalia hapo pia. You can admire yourself in the morning, in the afternoon, midday. You can miss it while you're going back home. And then we have other pieces that we engrave also. We engrave like logos, signboards, just art meant for decor pieces. For us, majorly our business, we usually try to recycle and preserve the nature. So our aim is sustainable environmental destruction. So we have also a tire made out of a rubber tire from a motorbike. It's painted gloss blue. And then here we have an industrial shelf. It is used for your home use, for your living areas, like your bedroom, etc. So we have a clothes hanger. You can hang your clothes, jackets. Then we have drawers to put your valuables, socks, ties, etc. Down here we have a cypress table. This is for your living room. It's in the natural state of the color. It has clear varnish. The wood sides are for decor pieces. Just the same thing, engraved on wood. Then a ladder shelf. It's called a ladder shelf. Basically, it looks like a ladder. You can use it for your washing powders, kitchen, bathroom, mostly even in the bathroom. You can place your perfumes, etc. And then another industrial shelf, painted matte black and with clear varnish. For storage purposes, you can use it for your living space in your sitting room or in your kitchen area. And then below here we have what we have specialized in. This is a Japanese technique called shosugi burn finish. Usually it's very unique in its own kind. We just introduced this like 2 years ago. So people are still catching up with us. I think we have perfected this. This is a dark shoshugi, and then we have the light shoshugi burn. This is basically a cheap way to make a bed for yourself. You just stack pallets, sand them, use a propane torch to burn to achieve the finish. That's all. So basically what we do at this workshop, for us, we prefer a very personal relationship, personal interview with our clients so that we can know the need that they want to do with the furniture, the style, the identity and the functionality of the style. And we make custom furniture to fit spaces, tight spaces in your living spaces. Even if you have like a new space, we can come up with concepts that can fill up the space and make your house even more homely.
Each week, we continue to share ideas on how to reimagine your space. Are you working in the interior design space and have interesting products that you'd like to showcase on this platform? Just give us a call and let's engage. Coming up, an encouraging story from a homeowner helping people live their dream. Thank you so much, Mercy, for accepting our invitation to talk to us about your home ownership journey. I know it has its ups and downs, and finally arriving. So I would like to know, who is Mercy?
Thank you so much, Nancy. It's truly an honor. I'm humbled to be here today. Thank you for the invitation. So back to your question, who is Mercy? I like to say that I am first and foremost a child of God. I'm a person of faith, and so if it wasn't for God, I call him my source, who resources me, I would not be where I am today. I'm also a wife, married to one husband, Crispin Achola, and I'm also a mother to a handsome young 17-year-old Sean Achola.
Wow, wow.
I'm also an entrepreneur. I have been an entrepreneur for the last 8 years, and I call myself a business thought leader and a thinking partner. I run a company that I founded 8 years ago called Value Connect, and in Value Connect, I now move to what I do. I've told you who I am. Yes. So what do I do?
Yes.
I'm all about adding value to people, Nancy. Yeah? And naming my company Value Connect was not by default. It was purposed, it was designed. Because I'm about valuing people, adding value to them as I connect them to somebody else, maybe like Nancy, or connecting them to their potential, to what they can be. And I say I love what I'm doing today, and I'm doing what I love.
Before we go into the home ownership journey, perhaps you can break down, like me, Nancy, or most of our viewers who are like me,
yes.
How would you add value to us?
Very good question, Nancy. The way I add value to people, unlike most other enterprises, I come to you, I listen to you, and I look at myself as a solution provider, either to an obstacle that you have or to an opportunity that you have. In fact, as I'll be sharing with you my journey on home ownership, I'm going to tie my story to how people can gain value in what I do. I help leaders to develop their full potential, first in themselves, before they can impact their teams. I also help teams to effectively communicate, to build their relationships, and to be able to work in a manner that will accelerate their results.
Wow.
I also work with individuals.
Let's come back to your home ownership journey. How did it begin? Where were you? What were the challenges? And how did you finish that journey?
2 years after we got married, we bought our first home. Now, before buying it, there was a preparation that went through it.
Yes.
But the words of my father resonated. First, when we got married, he wanted us to move on the other side of Uhuru Highway. But I told him, no. If we move there,
we won't afford to buy.
No, I said, if we move there and we can afford that rent, then it means we can afford to pay a mortgage. And so I asked, are we ready for that? And we're like, okay, maybe we need to plan. And so we stayed on the other side of Uhuru Highway for those 2 years as we were planning.
The preparation started.
On what to do, yes, yes. So we started dreaming. We started now putting a plan together. We started looking around. Those days, there was no Nancy's Property Show to show us what's in the market. But I can tell you, Nancy, I used to comb the newspaper, the Thursday newspaper.
Yes. I remember those days.
Yes, because that's where the property listings were.
Yes.
And in 2002, just before the elections, the prices of property skyrocketed. And I kept wondering, yes, I have a dream, but I cannot afford these sale prices. And almost losing heart. Then as the year was drawing to a close, I started making a discovery. It's good to have networks, Nancy.
Yes.
The employer I worked with that time, I was still maybe in middle management, not senior. I had a good job, yes, I was beginning to actually rise in my career, but I was just starting. And I remember speaking to someone in finance who told me that actually my employer had certain funds sitting with one of the mortgage companies. And they had been used previously to support employees who wanted to borrow against that. And for the last so long, no one had utilized these funds. So I walked into the MD's office. I didn't qualify. I had 1 year to go because you had to have worked for 5 years.
Wow.
I had only worked for 4. But I said, what's the worst that can happen?
Say no.
Exactly. And how many times, Nancy, do we stop ourselves because our self-talk tells us
It
they
won't
will
go
say
through.
it won't happen.
Yes.
But I stepped in and I asked. He was an expatriate. For him, he didn't care about mortgages or what. He just thought if this is an incentive to keep Mercy here,
Why
she's
not?
a good worker, she's a high performer,
Why not?
And so he okayed it. But still, because it had to be a certain equivalent of your current pay. And that's the time also government went very strict. That whatever your deductions were could not exceed a certain percentage
Yes.
of your salary.
Of even your livelihood.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And so I was also limited. Although I had access to the funds, my salary, my pay, my take home was limiting me as to how much I could get. So I had to work with that. And I went home and I told my husband about it. And so we started planning. If we get this, what happens? The beauty of it was that we didn't have to go through the market mortgage rates. I think at that time it was about 20-25%. Yes. But we were still looking. We had not found a house. And then the elections came. The elections went by. And if you remember, this was the time there was a change in the Moi regime. A lot of people were scared after 24 years of Moi.
I know.
No
What
one
next?
knew what was going to happen.
Yes.
And so a lot of people left the country. And what happened? The prices came tumbling. Why is this important at this time that I'm speaking to you, Nancy, and our viewers? We've just gone through COVID-19. I was reading yesterday in the papers about the price of real estate and where people are moving to now.
It's true.
They're leaving Kilimani, Kileleshwa,
Yes. They are going to the
and
other.
they're going to the outskirts.
Yes.
So if you want to own a home now, chances are that from market predictions and what happens, is homes are going to become much more affordable. It
It's
is
a
right
buyer's
now
market.
Buyer's market.
Yeah, you can get a bigger discount depending on where you are in terms of buying.
Yes.
It is a buyer's market.
Yes, yes, it is. And so for us at that time, I just knew I need to be now on this side of Uhuru Highway and I'll buy even if it's an apartment. So I set my mind there. I said, even if it's an apartment, I will get it. As long as it's under our name. But because now prices came tumbling, the leafy suburbs
Were available.
were available. And this particular home, we had stumbled on it. I looked at it first. In fact, I used to spend my lunch hour driving, looking for sale signs because they shot up. They were everywhere. I had enough agents calling me. I'd call in the newspaper, calling. And by the time you start the description, I'd no, I've seen that one.
Sitaki hiyo.
Exactly, I've already seen it. And we found this house. It looked like something we liked. But there's something about buying, you can like it, but then there's what's behind it. Does it have valid title?
You need to do your own due diligence.
Absolutely.
So you must check, is there a title deed? Is it charged? Are the rates paid?
Yes.
What was the mother title? You need to check certain things.
And I can tell you, we saw enough properties which we liked, but on doing due diligence, there was a problem. And so we dropped them like a hot cake. And that's another thing that people don't pay attention to.
And that's why we have the property show. We tell people every time our viewers, do not sign the dotted line before doing a due diligence.
Yes.
Whether you're buying a plot or
Yes.
you're buying a house.
Yes.
And do not work with handshake.
No.
Handshake does not work.
No.
There must be a document that supports that transaction.
Yes. And we live in Kenya.
Yes.
So who has done that document? And I know Kenyans, we sometimes want to shortcut a lot. You also need to know, are you working with a professional? Because people find these documents. They masquerade that they are professionals. Do you know them? So that's very important. From the legal aspect, from the search, who is doing it for you at land's office, and verifying all these things for you. And if you can't find someone professional to do it for you, pay. It is worth it. It's gonna be worth every penny. It is so much more expensive. You take a shortcut, you pay for it. Yeah.
Finding an ideal home is not a walk in the park, and that's where this segment helps us. And working with First Avenue narrows down options available in the market at your price point. Just visit our offices or give us a call and we'll be delighted to start the journey together. Next, super bargain deals under private treaty terms, plus other investment options available in the market. The Property Gallery.
Tilisi is a 400-acre master-planned and mixed-use development located directly on the A104 Nairobi-Nakuru Highway, 30 kilometers from Nairobi CBD. It is a beautiful development that offers world-class infrastructure in a serene and secure environment. Tilisi has one of the most enviable locations in Tigoni, with easy access from several major highways including the A104 Nairobi-Nakuru Highway, Limuru Road, Southern, Western and Northern bypasses. Tilisi Living comprises of all the residential choices Tilisi has on offer. It is the ultimate address to choose for your ideal home. Currently, Tilisi has its very own residential development called Tilisi Views. It has 3, 4 and 5 bedroom villas available which are built on different plot sizes, an eighth, a quarter or half an acre, with 7 different villa designs to choose from. Our focus is on E3, a modern 4-bedroom villa with great value for money. It's all en suite with a fully fitted kitchen, dining area, a pantry, lounge with a fireplace, ample garden space, has large windows to allow natural light, DSQ, 2 car parking spaces, fully fitted wardrobes, high ceilings. Shared outdoor amenities include a clubhouse with children play area, landscaped cluster courtyards, galvanized steel fencing on the perimeter of Tilisi Views, paved footpaths and jogging track, street lighting, provision for ICT and cable TV, guardhouse and security gate per cluster, and main Tilisi Views entrance. Street level, visitors parking, sewage and treatment plants, borehole water supply and backup generator for common areas. Githaiga Estate, Olkalau Township. This is a 3-bedroomed bungalow master ensuite located in Nyandarua within Githaiga Estate in Olkalau. It tops our super bargain list with open market value of 5,500,000 Kenya shillings, and it has a running offer of 4,730,000 Kenya shillings with a plinth area of 1,600 square feet. This unit is ideal for family living. Contact us. For more details, and site visits. Eldred Malaba Highway. This plot located in Eldred sits on 0.12355 acres, having one 2-bedroom unit and 16 self-contained bed-sitters, and is on sale with an open market value price of 9,900,000 Kenya shillings, and it has an offer value of 9 million Kenya shillings. Contact us for more details and site visits. Mainland North Section. This 3-bedroom master ensuite apartment with a plinth area of 1,291.67 square feet is situated on 2nd floor Yali Springs apartment on Kitaruni Road. The single apartment is about 4.8 kilometers from east of Yali Bridge. The open market value for this single apartment is 8,250,000 Kenya shillings. The running offer of this apartment is 7,500,000 Kenya shillings. Contact us for more details and site visits.
The path to property ownership, whether looking for a dream home or investment, needs a professional to hold your hand. At First Avenue, we have a portfolio that will open your mind to unexploited products available in the market. We can't wait to work with you, and we are just a telephone call away. Thank you for watching The Property Show. Next Sunday, we continue to learn how to transform real estate into real advantage, as well as a fresh perspective on how the sector is evolving. Thank you once again. As always, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.